Hey guys, this is good. Funny story about this particular video. I actually saw on Instagram. I read a thing on Instagram, basically saying it's happening, and then like maybe not even an hour later, they dropped the trailer on YouTube. But today, I'm reacting to the Dead by Daylight Stranger Things Chapter 2 chapter announcement. And I'm going to be honest here up front. I have still only seen the first episode of Stranger Things. And by the first episode, I mean the first episode. I saw that episode sometime after Stranger Things Chapter 1 re got added to Dead by Daylight. It was like sometime well after I got the chapter, even the original Stranger Things one. I like the characters a lot in that pack. I love Steve. I love Nancy. I even got an outfit for Nancy, and I have Steve's Christmas wear. I love Demogorgon, though I don't have any outfits for him yet. I really want to get Jonathan for Steve at some point as well. But I don't know anything about Chapter 2 here. I've seen like a trailers for Season 5, and that's it. That's all I have to go off of. My best guess is we're probably going to get a second Vecna in Dead by Daylight, it being the Stranger Things Vecna, because he does look different than the Vecna already in the game, because the Vecna we already have in Dead by Daylight is the one from D&D, and D&D is referenced quite a bit. In fact, Demogorgon comes from D&D in Stranger Things as well. They reference D&D a lot. I don't know the full story though. But besides Vecna, I don't really know. The only other like normal-ish person I know that Stranger Things relate, besides obviously Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan, all three of which appeared in the first episode, which is a big reason why I know them, besides them being in Dead by Daylight, is Eleven, who also appeared in the episode I saw, and that's it. So my best guess is this might be like the original Stranger Things chapter with Dead by Daylight, where we get a killer, most likely Vecna this time around. Probably two survivors, maybe one to two survivors, probably. But I don't know about maps because, from what I've gathered, they're still referencing Hawkins a lot. So unless if Hawkins like has magically has changed drastically, like after the version that they added to Dead by Daylight, I don't think we'd get a map. But let's see. It's only 20. It's only 20 seconds. What if I actually? I will say that lightning being red gives me Stranger Things vibes for sure, which is what it is. I'm pretty sure that's fact now, but I could be wrong. So, coming January 2026, Dead by Daylight X Netflix Stranger Things. Coming January 2026, deadbydaylight.com. Cool, that's it. Yeah, best guess is that's Vecna, who will be the killer. No idea who the survivors could be. I don't know enough about Stranger Things yet, unfortunately. I know there's technically a lot of characters that are important to the world, so I really don't know. I just want to say, I want to finish this video off by just saying I am incredibly scared and nervous already when it comes to this chapter. Behavior has dropped the ball since July of 2025, like hardcore. There's been some problems before that. Ever since they added the game to Unreal Engine 5, Orange sent me a really good video. I can't remember the YouTuber, I apologize. But Orange has sent me a really good video just explaining all the problems that have happened since the game got added to Unreal Engine 5, which apparently was last year in 2024, which I completely forgot about. Like, completely. But yeah, ever since then, the game has had a lot of bug issues. But I like what I think about. But what I want to mention starts with the Walking Dead chapter, which was in July 2025. This chapter was hardcore, like bad. I didn't get to play the PTB at all, nor did I play during the release of it, just because I was not in a DVD mood. But also, I was like unbelievably busy that month. I barely had the time. The time that I did that, I wanted to play a game that I find consistently more fun and enjoyable because I didn't want to like rage. You know what I mean? I wanted to unwind after all the busyness I was dealing with. And ever since then, from what I've heard, they have been hardcore dropping the ball. I know August. I know it was pretty bad in August. August is when they did their Stranger Things. Sorry, wrong. I'm thinking of Stranger Things because that's what we just saw. But that's when they did the Walking Dead like stream that involved what was his name? Chateau Ch- Charlie Chandler Ricks. Don't know why I couldn't think of his name. The stream with Chandler Ricks was in August. That stream was so bad. They uh, apologized on I think X and other social media platforms, and then they made a video, which was essentially an apology video, where they detailed. It was like I think a little under 8 minutes, and they just detailed some things that they were hoping to accomplish. And seeing what has happened, right? It's seeing what has happened. Yeah, I have zero high hopes that they won't drop the ball with this chapter 2. And I'm sure the characters are going to be amazing design wise. I'm sure the perks will be interesting. I'm sure if we do get a map, that'll be really cool. But I'm sure alongside that, there's going to be like 15 million bugs and a lot of other issues. Uh, but yeah, so I want to quickly talk about October's PTB. That was bad. I know a good, decent amount of the October changes did make their way to live because they weren't that bad, but their tunneling and slugging like attempts at being fixed in that chapter were so bad. Um, and not only that, but there's so many problems. But November is by and far away, in my opinion, the worst PTB I've ever played for this game ever. It was so bad, and I wasn't able to test all of it because my laptop or my computer was just not happy. I, but it was mad. It was mad to me in my experience, but I barely got to play it. I've learned some things regarding that PTV and after that has made me unbelievably pissed. Orange, he's been keeping me updated with some stuff that they've said. I'm pissed. I am unbelievably pissed. Apparently, they're not doing the Skull Merchant rework at all. They promised us it at the end of this year, and then they went back on their promise. Don't want I personally am hoping that a lot of people are giving them a hard time over not doing what they promised. I think, they act like they're trying to be more like respectful to the community, and they act like they're trying to fix things better and listen to the community more, and then they go and not give us what they promise. It feels like a big slap on the face, especially after how hard they've been dropping the ball. They tried yet again to do slugging and tunneling, and guess what? It was worse because they gave killers essentially nothing in that PTB, whereas survivors actually got stuff. So that was a huge slap in the face as well. Yeah, just the entire November PTB, I think in most of the community opinions was the worst PTB ever, and it was kind of pointless in a way too. The fact that they once again tried slugging and to do a slugging and tunneling fix, and they made it worse somehow than the one before, definitely made it horrible already. But just the skull merchant stuff was frustrating. And then apparently, sometime after that, they did a community stream which, yep, you guessed it, pissed everybody off even more. Apparently, this community stream was so bad. Like, apparently, they just tried to not avoid talking about Skull Merchant, but the chat kept yelling about her. So they did say something, which was another slap in the face because they once again said that they aren't going to do the rework for Skull Merchant, which is frustrating. On top of that, I can't remember everything they said. I hope Orange will be able to like remind me at some point. I believe Orange actually watched it, whereas I didn't. Um, he mentioned some other frustrations. I can't remember what they were off the top of my head, but yeah, they've been dropping the ball. Me and Orange have talked about this, and you know we're concerned about the future of Dead by Daylight. If they continue on this track of pretending to listen, but in reality they aren't, but also just the fact that they've been dropping the ball so hard, I feel like I feel like it's possible that not too much longer, Dead by Daylight might have to shut it down. I really don't want that to happen. I think this game could continue to be improved and whatnot. But I think it's a real possibility we all need to consider after how horrible this year was. Um, but we'll see. I'm sorry for all the rambling, but I want to quickly re get us back on topic with the Stranger Things Chapter 2 coming to Dead by Daylight. I am overall, I would say overall, I'm happy that Stranger Things got a Chapter 2. I personally didn't think it would, but I don't know enough about Stranger Things. And the fact that we now have two licenses that have gotten two chapters, right? Resident Evil was the first, Stranger Things was the second. It makes me hopeful for some other licenses. I personally would really like to have a Silent Hill Chapter 2. I think that would be amazing. Maybe even a D&D Chapter 2. There's plenty of monsters and things in DVD and D&D, in my opinion, that they could probably add to DVD. I don't play D&D, but I know there's a ton of like monsters and whatnot. I'm sure they can find something. I, th- I, some other chapters, right, are unfortunately they would be trickier to do. But I think there's some licensed chapters out there. FNAF potentially could get a chapter 2. I could see it. I don't know what they do, but I could see it. Um, yeah, just the fact that we're getting a Stranger Things chapter 2, I think is good overall for licenses. I think that opens the door for other licenses getting chapter 2s. The what I'm worse what but overall, but all my excitement not only about that and how excited I am to the fact that we're most likely going to have two Vecnas in this game. I think that's going to be sweet. I'm really excited to see who the survivors are. I forget if they said we're getting a map or not. One said they said we weren't, but I could be wrong, which is fair. But I would say overall, I'm more frustrated and angry and not excited than I am excited just because they've dropped the ball so hard this year. Especially if you want to go back far, they've been dropping the ball like very badly ever since the game got ported to Unreal Engine 5, as I've learned. But not only that, like I just I just want the game to be good. You know what I mean? I just want the game to be good. And it's not right now. And they keep not fixing it. They just keep making things worse, and it's frustrating. But I don't want to make this video any longer because I've rambled on so much, and I apologize for that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell. Do all the aggravated garbage. It helps us out a lot and means a lot to us. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.